Hello, everybody. I was just getting done texting. Very rude when you're trying to start a show, but that's all right. I'm done. No more phone. I'm focused in on the Bad Flick Show. Yes, I am your host, Alex Shoemaker. If your first time dropping in, welcome. Grab a seat. Maybe get a little bit of popcorn, a little soda there. Not too much though. That sugar intake could be high and not good for you, friend. But the way this show works is I pulled some of the worst clips from the worst movies, and I brought on my comedian friends to talk about it, to discuss, really break down, very like NBA analysis each step of the way here. It's going to be very, very stat-driven for some reason. No, not at all. We're going to just goof off, joke about them, because they are terrible. And yeah, also feel free to share the link there. Bring more people in. We have we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I think Periscope is still around for another week, so if you want to share it there, that's fine too. And then also feel free to comment, be a part of the show. We've got Dennis with like sick is like a film reel. Oh yeah, like a old school reel to reel. Yes, that's what we're doing. Bad Flick. I get it now. I had to talk it through. But yeah, feel free to bring your comments in. We like bringing them up. Kevin, thank you. Yes, it's a great orange shirt. Very casual Giants logo there. It's very nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna stop bantering. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Let's just get to the show. Bring out our guests. I'm very excited. We have all first-time guests on the show this week. We have Michael, Matt, and Kyle.
Hi. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Nice. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right today?
Excellent. I've got a 5-year-old in the background that might be screaming at any moment because I ate the last peach. There's a high likelihood that you'll hear pounding on the door and trying to get in. So
door gets kicked in. Angry peachless child.
Yeah, it's like an FBI raid.
Sure. The sound effects might match up with some of the clips tonight, so the audience may not know. We'll see for sure. Well, yeah, glad to have you guys on, and let's get it started. Let's go on to our first clip. Sometimes with bad movies, at the time they may not seem bad, and then later on, society evolves and we realize, no, that's terrible. Well, I think this first clip, excuse me, kind of hits both categories. Probably wasn't right then and not right now. This is a clip from the movie Theodore Rex.
Hey, Ella.
Hey, Teddy. What happened to you?
Oh, don't ask. Hey, I'm here for a new look.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I'm on my first case, huh?
Oh.
How about that?
That's wonderful. Good luck.
Thank you.
And the clever dinosaur, huh?
Yeah, right, that's right. Look, I've got to blend in, okay?
Oh, go to the zoo.
Ella!
Step right up. Go ahead.
All right, here I go.
He tells the leg operators.
Oh, that's some high quality.
Okay, Ella, dress me up.
Sick.
Now make me look nice, okay? I've got this very picky partner. Besides being loud, obnoxious, and very pushy, she's a joy to work with. Ella, this is not undercover. Push the button.
Oh no.
Ella,
Oh no.
Por favor, please.
Is that Whoopi?
That's
Is that Whoopi Goldberg?
Star power.
Yeah. Oscar-winning actress Whoopi Goldberg.
Has an EGOT. Yeah.
This film actually got her the trophy.
Got her the O.
A wee bit of breeze in my lowlands, lassie. Work with me, will ya?
I love that they're doing racial stereotypes with dinosaurs.
Right.
I think this will do fine.
Yeah, you look good. You look like a real cop.
I'm too sexy for my clothes.
Is that Beverly Hills Cop that they dressed him up as?
Yeah. Oh my
Is that
God.
the character he was doing?
I love that he looked like a cop in that last costume. That's exactly what I think cops look like, or should look like.
Yeah,
Wow.
it looks like the entire production crew of Howard the Duck was then immediately hired on with this film with a much lower budget, I would assume.
Yeah.
But a much
Well, it
better
looks like
script,
it's the same.
obviously.
It's the same costume that they had in the TV show Dinosaurs, right?
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's what
that
the
the, like-
audience is saying.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, because I mean it's yeah, it was exactly that. It brought me back to my childhood. Like I felt like I was watching an episode of that show.
Yeah, it's very I think that came out like 93, 94. Like dinosaurs are a thing. We got to get a dinosaur in every scenario possible.
Well, it's, I mean, you have
RoboCop.
RoboCop. You know, you got the Terminator, and you got Dinosaur Cop. Like,
Right.
Could I just imagine the pitch meeting? Dinosaurs are in right now, and cops.
You got me
Dinosaurs
sold.
enforcing the op. Done. Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg, Oscar-winning actress.
She's not doing anything. She's got a whole afternoon.
Did she won her Oscar for Ghost, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a few years removed from her Oscar win.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's doing The View, so things have worked out.
Exactly.
I'm suddenly very pro Ice Age after watching this. Like the meteor and all that. Just like, let it happen. That wasn't a mistake.
I mean, I guess this is a future where
where
where dinosaurs survived and evolved to become sentient with humans and became cute, sort of like dogs. So it's sort of like we might have like helped kind of create the evolution of dinosaurs to make them these cute kind of wisecracking things that can do Scottish accents fairly well too.
Dennis in the comments says that nature finds a way to make bad dinosaur films.
Yeah, I mean this is around the same time as the first Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Probably,
I have the year down. It's 95. So yeah, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago or something like that. Was Jurassic Park's like 89, 90 or something, I think?
No, it was 93, I think.
93?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean this is like
you know.
this is the low budget answer to Jurassic Park. Like they can do dinosaurs, we can do dinosaurs.
Right.
So what I'm wondering is, will our breeding technology get to the point where we can actually have dogs and cats that crack wise? I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, they do it in their heads already. We just haven't given them the ability to speak.
And can we like breed out like the slightly racist part of it? You know, we're getting them together.
Sorry, it's in the DNA. Can't do anything about it.
You can't
Just
teach a
racist
dog
dogs
new
and cats.
tricks or understanding, I guess. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, before we get to our next clip, we always like to do a little question of the week here. So this week's question, I was thinking about it. I know we talk a lot about bad flicks on this show, obviously, but I wanted to know a movie that you went into, you're like, oh, this is going to be terrible, and then walked out of the theater or from your couch and said, hey, you know what, that actually was a pretty good movie. Kyle, I'll let you go first. What was a movie that you thought was going to be bad, turned out being pretty good?
You know, there was this one time when my wife and I decided we were going to watch a movie just out of the blue. It was a Chuck Norris flick, and we were kind of expecting not a whole lot out of it. But my God, was it better than we could have expected. It's called Invasion USA.
Oh.
Now, I'll give you just a brief snippet of how great this is. This wonderful film about Chuck Norris taking on the communists. At one point, you get the scene of just like this idyllic suburb around Christmas time. You got houses decorated for the holidays, a little girl putting a star up on the Christmas tree outside, and then the evil commie terrorists show up. And one of them decides, you know what? I'm going to take a bazooka and I'm going to shoot that house. I'm going to blow it up. But he didn't stop at one house. My God, no, this evil communist. No. It was 2. It was 3. It was 7 houses in all. We kept count. But I mean, it's got fan boats. It's got everything you could ever want. So we kind of were thinking, this would be kind of forgettable. It's honestly one of my favorite Christmas movies.
No.
Wow.
Nice. I think I've heard of that one. I don't know if I've seen it though, but I got to put that on my list for sure. Matt, what about you?
So I usually Rotten Tomatoes everything before I watch a movie. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to films. I just don't want to waste my time usually. But I do love Nick Cage, and about 90% of Nick Cage movies are not liked by critics. Typically, they're liked by Nick Cage. He seems to enjoy them. But we had so The Humanity Bureau was a film that came out a few years ago. It was like Nick Cage, in his mid-50s, playing like jet black hairlines, perfectly intact. Dating some woman that's like 30 years younger than he is, So it's classic Nick Cage. But I went into it thinking like this is going to be a fun Nick Cage movie to make fun of and watch. Not like Adaptation or Raising It or amazing films. This film was, it was that classic trope. It's like a cop in the future, is trying to enforce the law, that falls in love with a woman and her kid and then starts avenging them and everything. And I mean, I found myself just drawn in. There's something about his energy and just his charisma that you can't look away when you're watching Nick Cage act. And I found myself not disliking the film, enjoying the film, kind of broadening the story. I mean, it was silly, it was stupid, but it was that classic Nick Cage magic.
For sure. It bums me out. There are so many like off the wall Nick Cage scenes, and like I'll pull them, and then we do like a thing to kind of test to see if it'll get pulled off of like Facebook or YouTube because it's owned by Universal or Sony Pictures or something like that. And every time that's usually the case. So we never get to show them. But I guess this is going to be like a personal plug for me. But pre-pandemic and before the Bad Flick Show, there was a show called Trash Movie Improv, which we are bringing back a week from Thursday. That same idea. I pull really bad movie clips, and instead of commenting on them, we have a group of improvisers that do scenes based on it. Dana is a part of the cast. She's super awesome. It's a fun time. So if you're in the Sacramento area, a week from Thursday, come to the Sacramento Comedy Spot. There we go. Paid for by Trash Movie Improv.
Nice plug.
Right.
Nice plug. That's a self-promoting plug.
Yeah. Whenever I can.
So somebody posted Nick Cage has been doing solid work lately. That movie Pig. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for that, but that looks freaking amazing. I'm looking forward to watching it. It's like at the top of my list right now of movies to see.
Yeah, it's really. It's over at the Tower. It's fantastic. Yeah. Mike, what? I'm done with the plugs. Let's get back to the question. What's a movie that you thought was going to be bad that you ended up liking at the end of it?
Well, I don't have a lot to say about my particular selection, but I did want to point out that Kyle, I don't know what kind of education you got where you thought communists were going to stop at one building and what surprised you about them carrying on and blowing up more houses. I'd like to see what sort of reports you were writing as a kid about world events. And the other thing is that Matt was like, I thought it was going to be this, but it ended up being that old chestnut, future cop falls in love with the wife and the kid, and then like, that's not a genre, my friend. But you presented it like it was with confidence, which I really appreciate. So yeah, this would have been easier to choose had I had my own Netflix with my own like movie history on it. But full disclosure, I am stealing Netflix from one of the people on this show today. So their selections and mine are all mixed together, and I can't tell what I've watched. But Raya and the Last Dragon, I watched it with my daughter, and I thought it was just going to be a kids movie I'd have to sit through, but it was really good. It's really good.
It was good. Yeah, I saw that one too. It was great.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of people on that Netflix account, so nobody knows what.
I was keeping it anonymous.
Right. It's fine. And who pays for Netflix? Aside from me.
Thank you very much.
There's going to be a Nick Cage movie where they crack down on that.
Sure.
Nick Cage cracks down on that. And then falls in love with your girlfriend.
It's a whole thing. Damn it, Nick
All
Cage.
starts with a cup of Netflix.
That classic Nick Cage movie,
Yeah. I mean, that whole genre is just saturated, but Nick's version stands out.
Right. Oh, perfect. Well, yeah, all fantastic choices there. We'll keep it moving. Get to our next clip. I think one of the most underrated mysterious monsters is the Abominable Snowman, and maybe there's a reason why not a lot of people talk about it in movies or bring him up. I mean, he does pop up from time to time, but not as much as a Wolf Man or a Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster there. But maybe this clip will give us some insight from the movie, The Abominable Snowman.
Look at the cage. It's all twisted.
It's gone. It's gone away.
And the door. It's all wrenched off. I just don't understand this.
Let's see. See if we can pick up the tracks.
Oh, the snow's all trampled about. Hey, what's this? Look, there's his track. Hey,
Do they think this is a radio play?
Yeah, because they're definitely showing and not telling in this one.
For sure.
There's no doubt about it. There was something else here, too.
Put that torch out.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? Kind of follow it?
Kusang, get the rifles, quick! Check what's up! Quick, get the rifles!
I love the classical music in the background.
That's
Look at
slow
this guy.
pan.
What's he thinking?
Where did I put those rifles?
How long does it take to get into a tent?
Zippers are hard, man.
Oh, there we go.
It's not as plush as I expected.
Those nasty.
He is unfazed by it as well. Just completely.
Opium's a hell of a drug.
What was that?
Who was that?
There's something by the tent.
I'm glad they broke out the flare now.
Kusang! Kusang, what was it? Was it you that yelled? Kusang!
Hey, Tom, look. Those big tracks all around here. McNee.
He got right in.
McNee. Are you all right? What was it? You okay? I don't know. Give me a gun. Some of those flares. Come on!
That is one bad trip.
We found him like that.
What did it look like? What did you see? Kusang, tell me!
I see. What man must not see. I see through the acting. You made me see.
That's Jesus, and he had been blind before, which is why he personally got blamed. You made me see.
That's a classic Bible story right there.
Man,
Wonderful,
Wow.
Alex.
My favorite part of that entire clip was the guy that just kind of slowly looks over. And then you have the Abominable Snowman hand that's like kind of fondling the guns, but not grabbing the guns. Like it looks like they're going for the guns. And just kind of touches him a little bit and then scares the guy and he's done.
right.
It's a very non-violent creature.
Right.
Yeah. Guns.
Which one screamed? Was it the unconscious man that screamed himself unconscious, or was it the seer, the one that was made to see?
They dubbed that screaming for sure because like he like made like some sort of gasp in the beginning that was not what we heard. That was like
That was the wind
that
up
was
to
like
the
you know
scream.
that was the King Kong type of scream, damsel in distress type of thing.
Oh man. And I can't remember who Mike or Matt. I can't remember brought it up in the beginning, but yeah, like they see like whatever the cage has been open or whatever it is, but they're like overly describing every bit of that.
Yeah,
Just, yeah, like we're seeing this.
It was lightly adapted for film from radio.
These bars have been twisted slightly. Look, the door. It's off as well.
There's a metal cage 12
it,
paces
that's
from
it.
me. Do you see it, gents?
Just zoom
Yeah,
in
I think what they try to tell you in film now is to show, not tell more.
Mm-hmm.
No.
For sure. They have like a pre-production meeting, like, this is going to be people's first time seeing the Abominable Snowman. Like, we got to really explain it to them. They're not gonna get it. Trust me. So.
And cages are really complicated.
Gotta explain it to them. How bent is it? It's really bent.
They had very little faith in the props department when they were writing the script.
Look at the footprints over there.
The props guys are just like, let me do my job, man. It's obvious. Okay, we got a camera. I make stuff. They see it.
There's the writers trying to like direct the movie through the script, kind of a thing. And
despite the prop guys, take my parking spot, make your job null and void.
Matt Walker says it's the worst text-based adventure ever.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, there was probably like stage direction that they thought was dialogue, and
yeah.
It would have been great. It would have been great as a radio show. I mean, that was solid.
Just didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know how to write for the screen.
It's because you can't italicize on a like typewriter, so they missed all of that.
They're like trying to turn the paper slightly.
I forgive the Yeti for not knowing what to do with a gun. If he just like felt around for it for the first time, you'd be like, oh, fuck yeah, here we go. These guys are going to pay. Like, that would be very surprising.
I wonder if this is like one of those movies where they never show the monster. You know, you just see little bits and pieces of the monster. You just get to see his hand, but you never see the full Yeti. Not because they don't want to show it, because they don't have the budget to actually full
do the whole costume. Yeah, and I hope that scene. Yeah, exactly. At the very, very end, even though they titled the film "The Abominable Snowman" and you were expecting to see it the entire time, they did like the big reveal. You knew, man. You saw the poster. I told the box office person what movie I wanted to see. I know what monster this is. Don't save it.
Well, they probably made a Yeti costume, and then everyone laughed so hard at it that they're like, okay.
and that's why they didn't trust the props department.
For sure.
There you go. It's one strike and you're out with the props.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was honestly just like an early attempt at Jaws here. You know, you kind of just show like little bits of the creature here and there, and then finally, bam, the big reveal. I think Spielberg took a lot out of this.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Definitely see the parallels.
Gleaned many lessons.
Fantastic. Well, we'll keep it moving here with our next clip. This next clip is actually a trailer, and when I first saw the trailer, I thought there's no way that it's real, and sure enough, it is real. And if you want to stream the entire movie, you can catch it on the free streaming service Tubi. I don't even want to give anything away. I think that the movie title probably does that, but this is the trailer for the movie Fungicide.
Nice.
Show the DVD, make sure it's real.
It's a good cap.
Mark my words, one of these days, I'm gonna collect.
Power!
My lawyer.
I got a game to win, I'm not letting anybody get in my way.
These aren't the kind of drugs you're thinking about. My doctor prescribed these. It's to help my condition.
This dash cam video?
This just can't be happening. Nature is not this cruel.
Evil!
You won't be able to relax.
Oh no!
You're right.
Oh no!
Oh.
Those mushrooms have teeth.
Oh. Where my fear of toilets came from.
Oh wow.
Oof.
Yes, streaming for free on Tubi.
You will not relax.
So that was filmed on like one camcorder over the course of like a weekend, right? That entire film. Like one of the 1980s, big jumbo camcorders, that recorded onto a VHS tape. I mean, that was that.
Mm-hmm. But they like for some reason had like access to like the early versions of like After Effects and stuff like that, and like, oh, we can. All I can do is this giant mushroom here. That's it.
Those are some fancy mushrooms. Yeah.
I mean, they had the mushroom coming out of the toilet. That was not terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first saw the thing, like I thought it was a movie about Jeff Bezos's spaceship.
It's his personal spaceship.
Right.
Might as well be.
Maybe it's just the nature of mushrooms in general, but there was a lot of phallic imagery going on in there, so that toilet scene really kind of hit me there.
Right.
Okay, it's just me. All right.
Did it make you feel insecure seeing the giant goat?
It made me think things I hadn't thought before.
Well, we've all thought those thoughts, Kyle. At some point. We've all
I'm
been
feeling
there.
alone here.
Well, you're sitting in a closet right now, Michael.
That's right. I give nothing away.
That's true. Not like my wonderful backdrop here.
Is that just fog behind you?
So
it's part of the witness protection program.
There you go.
It seems like that movie was made to attract people like you, Alex. Like just people that want to see the worst possible movie. Like it was nobody sat back and said this is going to sell really well. People are going to love this movie. It's appealing directly toward people that just love garbage.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to write this one off, though. I think it deserves a little bit more analysis, because on the last one, we could have easily said the same thing, but we said, you know what? I bet Spielberg has watched this 100 times and pulled things and put them in Jaws and made a really phenomenal film. So I think we should give up on looking a little bit deeper.
Well,
put the creature
fungicides surface.
Lorraine in the comments had asked if this was maybe a college film project, which makes sense.
There we go.
Yeah.
Based on the actors' ages. Yeah.
I
quality junior high, but
these were not Screen Actors Guild actors by any stretch. This was student film or made in somebody's garage.
For sure.
I was thinking of Toad from Mario throughout this entire thing. Like I was hoping they'd have like a good guy, type of cute little toadstool type of character, but this is like going more the like Leprechaun Goblins type of thing, Goblins 2 or whatever it was, Leprechaun 2. Definitely that. I wanted to see them like turn them into like mush and start eating them. What do mushrooms eat? Do they eat something?
People.
Well, yeah, that's what we learned.
Yeah, lots of people.
Do they turn them into like some sort of vegetative mush first before they eat them?
No, they just kind of chewed right in there.
Yeah, they're doing it mechanically.
And if you ate these mushrooms, would you hallucinate? Like, are they hallucinogenic mushrooms, or are they mushrooms that you can eat as regular food?
I don't think. Yeah, I feel like that seemed like would have been the easy thing to dive into, but I don't think in the movie they ever really they do. Yeah.
Gotta wait for the sequel.
Alex, we did get a request from Beck that you dress up as one of these mushrooms for Halloween.
Yes, and make it as flesh-colored as possible, and don't tell people you're a mushroom.
So nice top here, and we're all
we can film the much anticipated sequel where one of the mushrooms becomes the good guy, like you said.
Yeah. I would love that.
There is, and it's there for like a half a second, but it's like a mushroom eating a person, and the person obviously like looks less real than like a crash test with dummy type of a thing. Like it's awful, but like it hits you and like, whoa, okay.
That was part of the. You had to make all of your own props. You couldn't just go down to the craft shop and get a dummy.
Right.
Yeah, junior college. Lots of interesting things happen in junior college. Forgettable things.
That was somebody's labor of love. That was their hopes and dreams that they put into that film. And here we are making fun of it.
There you go. Sorry, who was saying that they were going to sew the...
Oh, yeah, Beck says that she'll totally sew it for you. And Lorraine says you have to wear the toilet seat as part of the costume.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's fair. I know Brian and I have talked about doing like just a live bad movie viewing. Like if we could, do that. I will, if we do Fungicide, I will absolutely do that. I'm 100% on board. Sew it up. I'll putting it on. It's great. Get it all measured.
And I'll get a white tank top and be any one of the other human characters in the film.
Yeah.
Be perfect. Be perfect.
And if you're
We're all desperate for work here. Just throw it at us.
If you're wondering, in real life, mushrooms eat non-living organic matter, so they could eat people after you kill them.
After you kill them.
I love the way you said that. After that upward inflection. After you kill them.
Just gotta break them down into nutrients. It's great.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Body disposal.
That's the way you have to talk about murder. You have to talk about it like you're talking to a third grade class. After you kill the people, you feed them to the mushrooms.
Make sure you hide the evidence.
Not guilty. Not guilty, Dana.
Every time. That's her 4th murder this week. Oh,
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. Oh, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, let's keep it moving here. We'll get to our first clip of the night. I know, I feel like this has been a theme that guests will say that I know I've said before, where a clip will be weird and then it'll lead to a discussion, and then the phrase, well, we don't kink shame here on the Bad Flick Show. And I think maybe that rule is going to be broken tonight. This might be the clip to throw out that line for sure, because it definitely tested for sure. But I'll let you decide. This is a clip from the movie Party Camp.
I'm excited.
Right out of the box.
I'll give you till the count of 20, and then I'm gonna kick your little can.
No, I'm not. No, my harness is gone. No, hold it. Wait.
You ready in there, you little gnat? You little horsefly, you little insect. You little vermin, you little insect, you little housefly, you little yellow jacket. I'm gonna get you.
Was that the boom mic?
No, wait a minute. I'm not ready for you. No.
Open up. It's a raid.
I wonder if he's ever ready.
I hope that beast will come back from the cleaners sooner. Oh, maybe I can stick on the ceiling with Velcro knee pads.
5 seconds. I'll hide. You've got me ticked. I kill bugs dead.
She's got some sort of bustier going on underneath there for sure. It's
absolutely.
I know you're hiding in here.
Oh no! This really should have been this hard.
With my friends.
She charges by the hour. Where could he be?
I'm worried about that adding machine.
boom mic.
Tim Cropper's right. Yeah, it is pretty spicy.
He's making such better progress than I expected.
He's got just an ordinary leather watch.
Oh, good. I'm glad we know where she's swatting. That close-up really cemented it.
Whew. Yeah.
So Alex, I have a question. Is this the first time that you've shown a smut film on this show?
Yeah, I think that's probably the closest that we've had.
Usually there's some suggestion of a plot.
Sure. Yeah, it's very out of nowhere, but it's just kind of your standard 80s camp movie, but I think it's the woman that runs the camp, and so they're trying to they know they're weird, so they're trying to spy on them to get some dirt on them or something like that. Or,
the kids are
recording stuff. Yeah, exactly. Which you would not have get from that for sure.
So the guy was not playing an actual fly. He was a human man dressed in a fly costume that enjoyed being swatted by this woman.
It's a group effort. They both enjoy it.
I have no problem
that.
with that. Yeah, that to each their own.
Sure.
If that's what you love, good for you. I just think like how humiliating is it to be just an aspiring actor in the movie business? Like you get cast in this film and like you're gonna wear a flag costume and get flooded with it by a fly swatter while you prance around. It's like you're paying me $50. I'll do it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be hard enough to stomach, having to go to your friends and be like, I did all this work, I got paid almost nothing, and nobody's going to see this film. Like, that's the case most of the time. And then to have insult to injury be that the thing that was produced was that and ends up on a show like this is just like, I'm really sorry, buddy. I hope you have some success down the line. There's some dues paying.
Kevin says he was most offended by the insect pun.
I'm ticked. Come on.
Did she say that?
She did.
Wow.
I mean, I get it. He wants to be broken down to kind of the most base, disgusting, filthy thing that you can. What's more filthy than a fly? I hate them.
Yeah.
I kind of mentioned it earlier. Now, is the whole like struggling with the suit? Is that part of it? Like, is that like he never kind of like? It's always down to like 3 seconds left by the time he's got the suit on.
Sure.
Have you ever tried to make Whoopi at a camp with kids everywhere? Oh, you have no extra time.
I don't know if there's any dancers listening, but it seemed like he had professional dance training. He was moving around pretty gracefully in that suit. Like this guy could have been like a Juilliard grad. This is what you do.
Definitely a rock climber.
For sure. Yeah, he got up there quick.
I was expecting that lamp next to the couch when he did the flying leap off the couch. I did expect that lamp to go tumbling, and it didn't. So kudos.
Yeah, that and the attic scene. Thank God.
Graceful.
I couldn't take it.
Yeah. I'm curious if in like there's not a sequel, but if they did make a sequel, like the next step is like him being shocked with like one of those like mosquito little zappers or whatever, or something like that. Like that's.
I know what you're into, Alex.
I know. This is weird. Who would be into this? Oh, jeez.
We don't kink shame here on the Bad Flick Show.
What is it they call it? Rule 30? Is it like Rule 34 or something? If it's
34.
been thought of, there's porn for Rule 34. Yeah, if it's been thought of and there's porn for it. I have never thought of that before. So.
Hey, I just remember the last clip. I was bringing up phallic things with, mushrooms, and you guys were all like, "What are you talking about?"
I was looking up sexy dragons over last week, and you'd be surprised the artwork that exists out there.
You're making it happen. We're making it happen. Just with our collective imaginations right now.
I'm imagining right now. It's amazing.
So, Alex Beck did want to know what you were really looking for when you found this movie.
It was a late night. You get down the YouTube rabbit holes and
YouTube.
Oh boy. Yeah.
He was searching electric fly swatter porn, and that's the only other thing that came up.
Alex,
He's scraping the barrel at this point, trying to find something that will excite him.
I think he stumbled across it in his honest pursuits, in his little, in his secret decadent pursuits, and he's like, "Hey, I could use this for my show."
So, yeah, it's multi-purpose.
Fortuitous.
Write that one off.
I will say though, the fly costume in that was much better than any of the costumes in Fungicide. Yeah, like that's absolutely. I like the mask. The mask is kind of good.
I think I know what I'm dressing up for Halloween this year.
As the fly, as the.
I'm calling dinosaur then. If all of the members of today's show have to pick a character from the clips to be, I'm choosing dinosaur Eddie Murphy. Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay.
Oh man, just a bad pun. But I was thinking Raxel Foley or Rexel Foley, T-Rexel Foley. Yep.
Like
if I went into the first, it would have been great. But I kept saying it.
You're going with a Mick Foley reference right there.
Or Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, man.
Got wrestling on the brain.
It's all yeah. I have to sometimes push it out. It takes up a lot of space for sure.
Is that one of those the when they redid all of the shapes for the game Operation? Is that one of the ailments, wrestling on the brain? Got a couple of tossling men action figure here.
Yeah.
It's so
I
tough.
I think they call it traumatic brain injury.
Right.
Oh.
Not the way I do it, my brain.
Oh man, perfect. Well, let's get to it. Let's get to our last clip here. Last time on the Bad Flick Show, we showed the Turkish Jay Leno clip, which is always great, and it reminded me we got to get new, great Turkish Jay Leno clips. So yeah, I was able to find that this show, and we are going to be showing that. It's from the same movie as the clip that we show a lot, but a new twist on it, or well, it's a new scene, completely new scene, but from the same movie. Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where it's going to end, so let's put a period on that. But here's a clip from...
It's a scene with a new twist. It's a new clip.
The English language is a journey, Alex.
Right. Oh, you should see me do improv. It's like that all the time. But yes, here's a clip from that famous motion picture, Indica Benelum.
Not here.
Oops. Just so smooth.
Evet hayatım. Sen ne dersin bu işe?
Çaresizsin. Başka seçeneğin yok.
Ya, haklısın güzelim. Galiba başka seçeneğim yok.
Geldim abi. Sen hiç merak etme. Ben hepsini temizlerim. Vallahi. Yerim ulan sizi. Gel abi yandım Allah.
İyi ki önce siz vurdunuz. Prensibimdir, bana vurmayana vurmam. Şimdi size bir iyilik yapacağım.
Merak etme abi. Sen yapacağım yandım.
Wow.
Are these the same sound effects from Street Fighter?
Dur lan önce ben vuracağım inek.
Never learns his lesson.
Şimdi hak ettin.
Neyi?
She said me.
Yes!
Wow.
There it is! Wow. Look, it just keeps going. Is this a loop at this point?
How many
Just every take back to back. How many minutes of fighting does it take to show that guy's a badass?
Right.
Just a little bit more.
Ben gerçekten polis olamayacağım abi. Hıyarın tekiyim.
That's a Stan Lee cameo.
Bari bir şey öğrenebildin mi?
Ama sen çok hızlısın be abi. Hiçbir şey anlayamadım ki abi.
Daha gençsin. Büyüyünce öğrenirsin.
Sen öğretirsin abi.
Baş üstüne. Ya durun, dönmeyin. Yoksa başınız döner. Şimdi size bir iyilik yapacağım.
Aman abi, ödemez yapma.
What did they think?
Wow.
Let's get him this time. He might have to defend himself.
Wow.
He's gonna. Oh no.
So that was like David Hasselhoff, Chuck Norris, and Steven Seagal all rolled into like one person. Like that was fantastic.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, like he obviously like we have to show me beating people up for like a good 15 minutes to really hammer home what a badass this character is.
And they accomplish it.
I'm not really impressed with his foresight though, because he is not getting his empty barrel deposit back.
No.
Every one of them ruined. The entire warehouse.
I gotta say, I learned a lot about fighting from that clip.
Yeah.
If you want to win a fight, you have to make contact with someone.
You learned that from that clip?
Don't just hit the air. You have to hit them.
That was the problem. That's why they kept getting up.
Yeah.
And there were no weapons in there. Like there was stuff around him. He could have grabbed something and hit him with it. It was all just punches and
I
kicking.
think it was just empty barrels.
chopping.
That's the only option they had.
That one guy was trying to do a reverse somersault. Nope.
Well, it's that classic trope, Mike. That classic genre of film. Where a guy beats up a bunch of men and then the woman falls in love with him while watching him engage in Mortal Kombat. I mean, that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
It's classic.
I love how she telegraphed what her next move was going to be. Like, I heard Michael Jordan used to do this when he was really on fire. He would tell people, like, I'm going to drive to my left and I'm going to lay it up. And he would do that, and they couldn't stop him because he was so good. And she was like, knee. And then 10 seconds later, she kneed the guy in the face. He had all day to get away. She's just that good.
So good. So good.
It's a shame the camera guy fell down. Like,
Yeah, he had to get a weird angle on her.
Did anybody like understand any of the Turkish that was being spoken during that clip?
No
I don't
idea.
know if it was Turkish. It seemed overdubbed. Like,
Was it Turkish?
was filmed in Turkish.
It is Turkish. Yeah, it is Turkish. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't find a copy of it with the subtitles, or at least a video version. Sorry.
There was one word that I speak Polish, which is nothing like Turkish, but he said zabici.
Go on.
Not at all.
Which in Polish is like to beat or to kill, that type of thing. So I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of get it.
The context helped too. To be beat up, that would pop out to my ear as well if I had any relative knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just want to know what he said to those guys at the end, like before, like they all ran off, because they seemed pretty happy about it. They weren't running off scared. They said, "Hey, recess."
Right. Oh, we're done. Yeah, we don't have to do this.
I think we all need to fill in the blank for that last line in the scene. What do you think he said? Oh, I shouldn't have done that because now I have to go. Call it off. No.
I think it was something corny like, "You guys want to go again?"
Right. Yeah.
These shoes got plenty of leather left. That's my pick.
Got a lot more where that came from.
But nope, they're out of here. Yeah, there are. There are definitely. They're definitely like. I know early on the clip, but there's like a part where like the guy does not. Like if you're trying to like kick the body, he was not there. But Turkish Jay Leno like puts his arm out to like. Well, I guess you gotta hit something, but it's like over here somewhere and not anywhere close. Like, all right, yeah. Well, at least we made contact.
Low to high.
Mm-hmm. But he's just he's so smooth. He's so cool. Smooth. Yeah.
Unflappable.
I bet he's got a great car collection.
Never touches his Tonight Show money. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
There was some younger guy that was going to take his place as the main Turkish actor, and then he was going to retire, but then he screwed him over and came back. Just the whole that classic trope.
Yeah, the tall redheaded Turkish guy.
That sounds like that really happened, and I can't remember who.
Oh man. Well, yeah, definitely a good clip to end on. But before we go, I always like to ask the panel. What do they learn from being on the Bad Flick Show? What from these clips are they going to take on life's journey here? So I turn it over to them. Mike, what did you learn about your time here on the Bad Flick Show?
Alex, I learned that the world is full of threats, and if I'm going to defend myself and my family, I need to learn to fight. Be it mushrooms, dinosaur cops, or bad guys in warehouses, odd warehouses that don't seem to warehouse anything in particular of value. I need to learn how to fight. Thank you for showing me that.
Good call. Good thing to remember there. Matt, what about you?
I learned that all of my negative self-talk about being an actor as a kid was all bullshit. Because I after seeing that, I could have made it as an actor in Hollywood and starred in some film that would end up on a bad flick show sometime in the future and be made fun of by some comedians in Sacramento.
There you go. That's how you know you made it, for sure, if you're getting made fun of on the Bad Flick Show. Fantastic. Kyle, what about you?
Well, I learned the importance of fungus and the cycle of burying your bodies and destroying evidence.
Yes.
Very important.
Very, very important. Yeah. That high pitch. Yeah.
I didn't. I was feeding my mushrooms, okay? Is that a crime? Then put me in jail.
Feeding them human flesh, or as Dana, how would you say it, Dana?
It was just unliving organic matter.
I rest my case.
Who are you to judge?
That's how you hide the bodies. Feed them to mushrooms.
Wait, this is all making sense. Awesome. Well, man, fantastic show. Michael, Matt, Kyle, thank you for joining me on the Bad Flick Show. It was super great. Dana, thanks for running things. You were fantastic, as always.
You're welcome.
We'll be back.
Show.
Yeah. We'll be back in 2 weeks. But yeah, catch next Tuesday. Comedy Spot Games with Dana is on that. And then I'll plug it again. A week from Thursday, Traffic Improv. If you're in the Sacramento area, come on out to the Sacramento Comedy Spot. See some improv. And I've got more bad clips that I'm going to plug as too extreme for the Bad Flick Show. So if that gets you out there, I don't know what else will. So once again, thanks everybody for watching. And I'll say it again. Thanks again, Mike, Matt, Kyle. Thanks for joining the show. We'll catch you in a couple weeks. Yeah. I'll see you. Take it easy, everybody.